What's poppin', T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am here to do a little quick video on some of the responses that I've gotten from the Cree interview from Growing Up Hip Hop. It hasn't been a lot of you, but enough for me to address this. So in the comment section, I've seen quite a few people have an issue with the way I conducted myself in the interview. Some of you felt like I didn't hold her accountable, or that since we're friends, I didn't say what needed to be said. One person in particular, Christine Franklin, said this interview was literally Cree still throwing shade at TT and other girl Sequoia. Cree really don't have a storyline outside of being in other people's drama. And Keisha, I'm surprised by you in this interview. Didn't interject with certain shit she was saying. You kind of just let her talk and didn't really say what needed to be said. Well, first of all, let me say for those of you that weren't in the live chat when it aired, this interview was filmed on January 9th, 2022, before episode 2 had aired. When I interviewed Cree, I asked the questions based off what I had already seen via her first season on the show and what I seen on the season premiere episode. Up until that point, I didn't necessarily disagree with anything that she had done on the show. Also, I'm not judge and jury. I'm not God. I'm not going to sit up here and argue with another grown woman about what they do on a reality show that I know has editing, behind the scenes shit that go on, stuff that was cut out, things that other people have said. How am I going to argue with somebody about a show that I ain't even on? All I can go off on is based what I've seen every week that you all have seen. And like I said, up until that interview, what I had seen from her thus far, I didn't personally have any issues with, and I stated that on all of my reviews. Now, when I saw this week's past episode, I did have several issues with the things that Cree said and did, and I addressed that in my reviews. If I interview her again in the future, I will bring those things up and say them to her face. I don't have a problem with that. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to attack her and argue about some shit that she did on reality television. That's some shit that she got to deal with, not me. My job is to do an interview and be as unbiased as possible. I would treat her the same way I would treat Sequoia or TT or anybody else from that show or any other show that I would interview. My job is not to attack them or uh, go off on them and say you did this and you did that and you're a liar. That ain't this kind of channel. That is not this kind of channel. If that's the shit you looking for, then you need to skedaddle. Second of all, I've seen quite a few comments where people saying that's her friend, so that's why she didn't go in. First of all, me and Cree are not friends. And that's one of the things that I talked about and stated in this past week review, is that you got to be careful who you call friend. We're not friends. We don't talk on the phone. We don't communicate on the daily on social media. We She checks in on me every blue moon. I check in on her every blue moon. That's the extent of our relationship. I can count on my hand how many friends I got. I'm a 40-year-old woman, child. I am not pressed to be nobody's fucking friend. Who the hell do y'all think that I am? If you are a true T Squad member, you know I don't even play by them rules. I'm going to say what I say when I say it, and that's just that on that. I'm going to be respectful with how I uh say and do the things that I do on my channel, but I'm not going to hold back. I don't care who you are. And if I did have issues with anything that I've seen anybody do on a reality show and I interview them, I will address those things that I was like, I didn't really like that. I didn't feel like it was cool. Da 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 da. I will say that I have no issues with that. Y'all got me fucked up. That's all I got to say is y'all got me fucked up. Like I said, when I did the interview, I conducted myself the way I interviewed her the first time when I didn't even know her or whatever. That's just that on that. I don't normally even get on her explaining myself because y'all already know what it is. I've said 50 million times because maybe some of you new people need to understand that when I do my reviews, what I said is what I said, and I stand on what I said. If I decide to have a different opinion, I will state that different opinion. But what we're not going to do is get down in this comment section and say, well, Keisha, you did this, or Keisha, you should have felt this way, or Keisha, I don't agree with you, or Keisha, you wrong, or Keisha, you should. First of all, this is Keisha's channel. If you have an opinion that is different from mine, state it. I don't care. It's a reality show. Loves a reality show. State your opinion in the comment section, but what we will not do is argue with me about what the fuck I said on my channel. I'm not going to argue with you in no comment section. What I simply do is when you motherfuckers start that shit, I block you. Because I'm not about to write a whole soliloquy, a paragraph, send a kite to explain myself. I'm grown as fuck. I'm not going to explain myself to nobody, nor am I about to explain why I felt the way I felt about a fucking reality show. It's not going to happen. State your opinion on the show, and that be that, and go on about your day like I go on about my day. What the hell I look like interviewing this girl and going off on her, this, that, and the third? What? No, no. Whatever issues, karma, whatever she got, that's something she got to deal with at the end of the day. But like I said, when I interviewed her, episode 2 hadn't even aired yet. And the things that I saw in episode 2, I didn't agree with. And if I had have interviewed her after that episode aired, I would have addressed those things and gotten her response. And if I have the opportunity to interview her again in the future, I will bring said things up, just like I brought up things that was said and done in her first season. And another thing that I really want to clear up and address is everybody in the comment section was saying she kept on talking about TT. She kept on talking about TT. Well, she kept on talking about TT is because most of my questions were geared towards her issues with TT her first season and then what we saw on the season premiere. I didn't know about her beef with Sequoia. We hadn't gotten to that yet. I didn't even know that that issue had blown up to be what it is now and what we're seeing on the show. So that's why she was talking about TT so much, because that was pretty much the only drama that she had season 1 outside of her issues with her father, which I addressed. So I just wanted to make that clear as well. So just wanted to get on here and clarify that to the girls. Mind the business that pays you. I have reached out to Sequoia and Tahira to do interviews. Hopefully I get a response back so they can, be able to address and say what they need to say or whatever. Anybody else that from the show that I want to interview, I will reach out to. I still want to do more interviews or whatever on this channel and bring it to you guys, but I will do my interviews in a classy and respectful way. That's just how I'm built and how I decide to go about things. So, yeah, so happy that your girl finished Radiation Friday. That's what I was concentrating on. Cancer, bitch. Think I give a fuck about growing up hip hop? Girl, get the fuck out of here. Y'all need to get better mindset. I got bigger things going on in my life than to be sitting up here arguing with somebody about what they said and did on a fucking reality show when I'm over here battling breast cancer. You better get your motherfucking life. Anywho, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell button. See you on the next one. Bye. God loves you. I don't know. Bye, y'all.